Hey, what's up? Matthew Parsons, and wanted to touch base with you about this concept and this idea of, as I search for something better, how do I achieve it? How do I get something better in my life? Because I know it's there, and I know it's out there, but I'm having trouble getting from where I am to where I want to be. And as I was reading through the One Thing by Gary Keller and Jay Papasan, one of the concepts and one of the lines that really triggered me today was that extraordinary results are directly determined by how narrow you can make your focus. I'll say it again. Extraordinary results are directly determined by how narrow you can make your focus. And I looked across my life, right? Physically, relationally, intellectually, in my money, in my spiritual life. As I looked at these things, I began to ask, where can I narrow my focus so that I am achieving a greater level of success? We all know the 20-80 rule, right? I've got 20% of the things that I'm doing are creating 80% of the results. In contrast, 80% of the things that I'm doing are creating 20% of my results. So if I can narrow my focus down to the 20% that has the greatest results, then I'm going to begin to even experience even more success. It's going to become 10% of the things that I'm doing are 90% of my results. And so the question became, what do I focus on in order to create something better in my life across the board? So what do I focus on? Well, one of the ways that I've decided to do that is to begin taking a look at where have I had success in the past. Where have I been successful? Where have I focused and experienced, when I do this, it opens up all these other doors. And it's across the board. I mean, first, business, right? As I'm looking at my business, what I have realized is I'm in the service business, I'm a real estate agent, that when I focus in on people who are ready to buy, they're not looky-loos, they don't call up and go, I want to do the search on my own, and I want to use Zillow, and so on and so forth. Those are the people that I spend an inordinate amount of time focusing on with very little results. Whereas if I can begin to focus on the people who I come into contact with who are like, I want to buy a house, can you help me? I'm sick and tired of wasting my time and my energy and becoming an expert. And when I focus on those people who are ready to come to me and say, I need your help in the process, then I experience great success. So if I can begin to narrow my focus on those people, I will achieve greater success. In my relationship with my wife, there are lots of things that I could do to reach out to my wife. And what I've experienced is that when I'm communicating with her, if I take 10 minutes to write her a note, 10 minutes to send her a text, it opens up a level of conversation with her, and her response to me in general is one of greater intimacy than I experience at any other time. Simply by taking 10 minutes to focus in on our relationship, the levels of closeness that we have, both sexually and emotionally, and just being there together, it goes through the roof. So focusing in on that is an incredible thing. And same thing with my kids. When I take the time to let them know, just via a note or something like that, that I'm there for them, that I'm encouraging them, I see incredible results. So there's two ways, right? Personally, and in my business. Now, if I'm talking about spiritually, right? What I have found is that for me, it's a daily time, right? I'm focusing in on a daily time of just sitting there and listening to what God has for me. And when I do that, I create a greater intimacy with God spiritually. So, if you want something better, I want to encourage you to stop for a moment and look at the past and what has been successful for you in the past. And that is going to give you an idea of what you can focus in on the future from here forward. What can I focus on to create greater success across all the areas of life? Personally, relationally, physically, right? What are the things? When I have a specific diet, I begin to shed the weight. So that's the diet that I want to focus in on. So physically, relationally, intellectually, in money, in spirit, all these different things, what can you focus on to begin to find something better than what you have now. Not only that, but it's going to free up all this time, and you're going to stop focusing on all the other stuff that doesn't matter. You will begin to see extraordinary results that will be a direct correlation to how narrow you can create your focus. And that is how we achieve something better. Hope you have a great day. Share this with someone you know that needs to begin to get away from all the distractions and narrow their focus. Thank you, and God bless.